Awesome morning and welcome to this weekly group connect call. So if you are watching this recording, this is a call only for our app members. So everybody that's in the app or on the app, we do this group connect call. Everything we do in the community is around having conversations. And that's why we do these group connect calls. We do one-on-one connect calls. That means people reach out to each other. They connect with one another. They jump on their own private calls. And that's how you grow your network, and that's how you grow your business if that's what you're wanting to do. So today I've got Rika and Boosie, and I'm going to ask you I'm going to go Rika first just because of my screen, but I'm going to go Rika first. If you can just briefly introduce yourself and your business just briefly, and also where you're from, what area you're in that.
Okay, I'm in Joburg and a virtual assistant, and I'm doing all kinds of back-end admin type work for busy business owners, or even occasionally for people in their private capacity, doing their shopping or their emails or business travel booking or whatever. But also I do a lot of website maintenance and even creating courses and funnels, and anything that a business owner that is too busy to do, that so you can focus, or she can focus on what they do best. I just take care of the details in the background.
Awesome. Tell me, and when you say funnels and stuff like that, is that just give me a little bit more context of that? Are you using Facebook?
When you a business that has, say, courses that they sell, that you need to design those courses, right? Then you need to put it out there to people, to tell them that you're doing this course. So you have a webinar. So then you've got to advertise that, and then you give people a free lead magnet, they call it, which is a free thing, so that you get people into your database. And so all of that, managing all of those things in the background. So managing the database and sending out the automated emails, and so your whole, it's called a sales funnel, I think. I thought. Yeah. And so that's what I manage, and I help create the graphics, some of it. I'm not really a graphic designer, but I do work with Canva, and so I just support people. So if a business has got the assets, the logo and the colors and all of that, they give me that, and then I use that in what I create for them, in their course, or their even a brochure, or whatever a business or a person needs. I'm there to support them, and I have extensive experience in the real world, if you know what I mean, in-person jobs and things that I've done over a period of time. And I've been in real estate and project management and all kinds of things. So now that I'm doing it virtually, it's just extending what my base of people that I can support. So of course I can also support people that aren't in South Africa. But yeah.
So tell me, do you, just out of curiosity now, do you do Facebook campaigns and that? Do you use your own Meta account when you're doing that for clients?
No, I use the client's Meta account. I have done some of that, but not extensively. But I do also have a mentor and a group that I belong to, so that if I'm needing to do something that I'm not quite sure how to do, I have got that backup as well. Okay. But I am aware of Meta. I'm better at Meta than like Google Ads and things. But okay. You use the client's account, not my own account.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Boosie, just share with us where you're from. What is it that you do?
Okay, I'm based in Gauteng, Pretoria, and I'm a qualified medical technologist specialized in immunology and clinical pathology. So I founded this company, Crimson Health, which specializes in home-based phlebotomy. So basically, people who don't want to go to the lab for blood tests, we come to your location, we draw the bloods for you, and we take it to the lab. The services are very beneficial for people who have chronic illnesses, people undergoing chemotherapy, and parents of neonates, new mothers, they can travel a lot, so we come to their location as well, and busy professionals. So we also provide wellness checkup services, IV drips, and some injectables.
Okay, IV drips. What type of IV drips in it? Is it it's not when you've had too many beers, those IV drips.
Yes, those IV drips. So
Oh,
we
is it?
have, yeah, there's a range. It's the ones for skin glow. There's ones for
Okay, that's one. Yeah,
babalas. Yeah,
Babalas,
and
yeah.
there's also ones which help with immune system as well, to boost people's immune system. Yeah, and also injectables. I'm not talking about Botox or
Yes.
aesthetic. I'm just talking about your vitamin B12 injection, B complex. It helps you speed up things if you have a deficiency.
Okay, awesome. And tell me, so do you operate just in the like Pretoria area then, or?
No, outing as a whole.
Okay, okay, awesome. All right. Yeah, thank you for that. So let me ask you, because we've got a little bit of time, obviously a smaller group today. So part of this call is also connecting, right? So it's not just about sharing your business and that, but also connecting and that. I know, Boosie, you said you've been in the community for only a few days. So let me start. I just want to ask you this, and then I'm going to ask Rika that question as well. Is what were you when you joined this community? What were you hoping to achieve by joining the community?
I'm hoping to find like-minded people, people in the business. I don't have a specific category, but the entire business fraternity. I believe that somebody else can have a strategy or some advice that I can use in my business. So I'm looking to connect basically with everybody.
Okay, that's cool. And tell me, how long have you been in business for?
Oh, I'm a baby, so I'm like 4 months old.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, so 100%. So what can be, that's why I asked that question, is what can be very, very helpful is having access to people that have been in business for quite some time. Um, so that's it. So what I want to say to you is when you're on that app, and that too, I'm trying to encourage everybody also, is remember you can access other people, and the way you do that is post in the activity feed and ask the questions there. Okay, so it won't just be me responding. It'll be other business owners that will also respond and stuff like that, that will give you insight in that. So, and that you can do as well. Just saying, like, if something comes up, you're more than welcome, because the reason why I'm saying this, I get a lot of people that send me private messages asking me. Okay, now I can give you my perspective, but that's only one. I don't know everything about everything either. So it's better to ask it in that activity feed for what you're saying now, like that support. If you're not sure or whatever it is, ask those questions there. People will respond, and quite often people will even jump on a quick call with you if they can help you or something, and that becomes super valuable, especially if you're in business, just started in business. That becomes really, really helpful to have access to people like that as well. Yeah. Cool. Rika, what were you hoping to get from the community when you joined?
Well, was quite a few things really. When you work for yourself, you sort of isolated a lot of the time. You're behind the computer, so it's nice to get out there and meet people and things, and just share perspectives. And also, I thought maybe I could be of help to some people, because, the new things that are coming in with AI and all of that. So I'm sort of studying that a lot. And so I can also contribute and help people. So it's a win-win really, I suppose, give and take.
100%, and that's why one of the key things, if you haven't gone, you can go look in the courses section of the app. There's a course called Network Like a Pro. I
Okay.
definitely go and sign up to that. It gives you, I think, a video every day for 4 or 5 days or whatever. But the first video in there actually talks about our sort of core principles, and one of them is that give before you take. And that's a big thing that people don't understand with networking, is they think they come to a networking event and it's like, okay, but yeah, what can I get? Yeah, but what are you prepared to give? That's what you're going to be. And then that's how life works. You spoke about a lead magnet. That is basically giving value up front before you're expecting anything. Okay, that's the same concept. It's a give before you take. That's how business works. That's how life works. And I always joke. You went to the Bryanston meetup this past weekend. So usually what I do when I'm hosting or whatever, I'm in Belito now, so I'm not actually in Joburg anymore. But basically, I'll do this at these events, right? I'll ask everybody, who has come to promote their business or come and sell their product or services. Everybody's hand goes up, okay? And then I say, okay, cool. Now the next question, who came to buy something? And then it's just quiet, okay? And what it shows you is the disconnect. Everybody's coming here to sell something. Nobody came here to buy anything, and that's why we don't operate like that. It's pointless. You may as well just stay at home and watch Netflix or something, because if you're going to come to an event like that with that mindset, unfortunately, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because it doesn't work like that. What you are here to do is connect and stuff. Like, for instance, Rika, obviously you and Bruce here on this call, and that you sort of know a little bit about each other. A great thing now, I always tell people, is after this call, reach out to each other. Now go jump on your own Connect call. Now you're growing your network, and you do that after every single call we have. Yesterday we had our coffee meetup call. I wasn't on that call. Candy hosted that. But that, again, right, when you have those calls, then you go and network with each other afterwards. Anyway, that's how you grow your network. But one of the key principles is that give before you take. And that's where most people don't get it right. They don't understand that concept, if it makes sense. So 100%. It's also not just, and here's something I want to say. Just because you started in business 3-4 months ago, don't feel like you don't have something to give. Because you may know something that Rika doesn't maybe know, or whatever it is. So that's another thing I want to just tell. If you are a younger person, or maybe you started in business recently or whatever, you can also give. Okay, you may know things about certain industries or something that other people don't. So don't feel like just because you've been in business for 4 months, you don't have some kind of knowledge or experience or something to share back as well. Alrighty, we've got we've got about 3 minutes left. So let me ask you: is there any questions that you have from your side? I know Rika and Busi, you've sort of just joined the community recently. I know we spoke a little bit before I started the recording, but is there anything that comes to mind now that you have any questions around, or?
Just how many times do you have these calls and these meetings a month?
So what I would do is, if you go to the app, if you go on the app, the home page, that's the first page. You scroll down, you'll see there's quick links. Okay, there's big red buttons. The one is the leaderboard, the one is the events.
That's where I got today's event.
So if you go there and you go click on there's upgrade your membership, there's events, frequently asked questions, there's a leaderboard, and then there's a listing, so you can go actually do your business listing. Remember, the business listing soon will be marketing outside of the app. So if your business listing is on there, it's actually going to get promoted not just in the app but outside of the app. You just click on the events. What I would do is just go scroll there. All of our events will be posted there. So then you can see, okay, that one's in Cape Town. Obviously, you're in Joburg, so that's not going to help you. But you'll see the events are all posted there. So just be on the lookout. I know we've got events now that we've been held back. We've held back a little bit on because of the marketing. So in the next day or two, you'll see Tandi. It'll be long weekend now. So let's say next Monday, Tuesday, probably Tandi, who's my assistant. She's the admin on there. Okay, so if you see the admin, you're speaking to Tandi. Okay, usually, but she assists me in that. So she'll then post the events for that thing. So everything is in the app. Okay, so you don't have to, you'll see we still post things on the Meetup app, but that's for people outside of the community. We basically slowly now starting with all the events you'll have to access through the app. So yes, they'll be promoted outside, but to get the links and stuff, you're going to have to get into the app. If you want to come to our face-to-face meetups like the Joburg, Cape Town and that, you're going to have to be on the app going forward. So we're slowly shifting into that. And then the cool thing there is when you click on that event, your RSVP, it obviously you can add it to your calendar. So now it's in your calendar, and it obviously also sends you the details of that if it's an online, the link for the online. And then obviously we also do reminders. I would definitely on the app keep your notifications on in your settings of your phone or whatever. So you would have seen at 8 o'clock this morning, we did a push notification saying, hey, join us at 8:30. I don't know if you got that one. If you haven't, just go to the settings in the app and go and make sure that's on, because that'll also prompt you and that. But ultimately, if you put it in your calendar, you'll have it in your calendar. So it shouldn't be a problem.
No, it's on. And so are you permanently in Belita? I thought you were just here on holiday.
No. I've moved down here 2 years, year and a half ago. I'm originally from Johannesburg. So yeah, I moved down just short of 2 years ago. Been staying here. Originally, I was actually living before I left, I was in the Norwood area. Four Ways. I also lived in Four Ways and stuff like it. So so I recently moved basically down to Belito.
So what kind of coaching do you do? Do you just coach coaches or do you coach people?
No. My core business is actually coaching businesses, but usually it's bigger businesses. So
corporate.
Well, I don't want to say corporate, it's still SME, but the guys that have got a staff complement maybe of 10, 15, 20, 30 staff, usually what you'll find is like solopreneurs. That's actually where I started a lot of the app, and that also back in 2 years ago, almost on 3 years ago, was because now it's going on 3 years now. So the reason why I started that app also was to help like Boosie, who's just started in business or whatever the case is. Not everybody can afford to pay 15,000-20,000 rand a month for coaching. Okay, and that's so what I started the group was starting to give stuff there that you can access or whatever, that at least you can go and apply in your own business. That's why you'll see every day I do a post. Be on the lookout for those. That is
one or two,
that's the stuff I'm giving my one-on-one clients. This is the stuff that I've learned through my own coaching that's cost me hundreds and thousands of rand. Okay, I've coached with guys in America and that. So all of that stuff is not diluted. It's obviously I can't share everything in a post because it's just be too long. But everything in there is very, very specific stuff. If you took one or two of those things every week and actually applied it to your business or your personal life, you'll be amazed at what can happen. Okay, this stuff is it's not, it's really, really, really valuable.
Okay, so should we post as well?
You can also post. Just go read the posting. If you
guideline.
If you're posting, if you've joined the community. So I just want to quickly, we've got a little bit over, so I'm going to wrap it up now because I want to stick to the time. But what I want to say to you is just go check your emails and go look for, if you haven't seen it already, when you joined, there would have been a sequence of emails. Every day you're getting an email for 3 or 4 days. In there's a document posting rules and then giving you a little bit of insight on the community, how we operate and stuff like that. So just go check. It'll come from admin. So admin at Elite Mastermind Network.com. There's an email and that explains, but 100% you must post. Obviously just stick to the guidelines. It's not about promoting. Again, it's about value. Hey guys, here's something or whatever you can use, whatever it is. If you're not sure, don't worry about it. You can either private message me on the app if you're not sure, and I'll tell you it's a little bit too much on the promotion side, so it's not gonna work. But if you're not sure, you can just reach out to me directly there, and then I'll guide you if you're not sure. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you very much for joining the call. I hope to see you on the next calls, hopefully face-to-face at some stage. I need to come to Joburg to the next meetup. If it's not this next one, the next one. the one after that. So hopefully then I can meet people face to face. Thank you for being on this call and have a lacquer day.